This is the Great Legend, and I am coming at you live tonight. 2 videos in one. You getting a little bit of that Legends truth, and you're also getting my nominees for CBA Awards, man. 2007 freaking teen, man. The time just keeps on going by and keeps on going by, man. Good times had by all. So tonight we got the Legends Truth, where we're going to be focusing on my thoughts about CBA's 2017 Comic Book Awards, and we're going to be going with my nominees, who I picked in the 5 categories that CBA picked. Now, one thing to remember before I get started, man, CBA had his first annual awards last year in 2016, and it was also not only to just celebrate people in the comic book community, but it was also to give himself some love, because it was 600 subs. I mean, he passed that 600 subscriber mark, and this one, 2017, the second annual CBA Comic Book Awards, he passed 700 subs, and he's really close to getting 800 subscribers. So, man, Comic Book Steve, you've been doing this a really long time. Congrats on those subs, man. That's pretty freaking awesome. I mean, that's a lot of damn subs. I mean, you're over 5 freaking hundred. What is that, like half of 1,000 or something? Man, that is pretty damn good. Man, I tell you what. So tonight, before we get to the nominees, I'm going to kind of give you a little history on the Great Legend with award shows, and just a little history on the legend himself, and how the legend rose to fame, and all the good stuff, whatever. So yeah, let's take a look at this. But first, we're going to check the chat. The chat's really been hopping, so we're going to have to go way back up down the line for the chat time. And here we go right here. I want to give a big shout out, and I think the chat is just going crazy. It won't let me go all the way up to the top, because I guess people have been talking a lot on there. I'm trying to remember. I jumped in on the chat, but the chat's just really hopping. So I'm sorry I can't find out who was first. Oh, it was JLS. Okay, I do remember. I think it was JLS Comics was first, and then AG Surfer was second, and then after that, I think LP, the father of Nyobi, I think Rebel Comics was maybe 3rd or 4th, and then Alex the Comic Hoarder was here. So I'm going to give y'all some shouts. Also, a big shout out to Ray D, Comics and Geekery. We got the brothers, man, chatting back to back. AG Surfer and Tats Comics. We got Alex the Comic Hoarder still here live. We got Brian Spaceboy 227 is here. Let me keep going down. We got 18 watching. LP is here. Rebel Comics is here. People are talking about kind of what I'm going to be talking about tonight about the Comic Book Awards. Uncanny Kawaka, what is up? The Uncanny one is here. Alex Comic Hoarder says, let me get that $5. What do you mean that $5 shipping award right there? So everyone's kind of chatting. There's Jesse, JLS Comics. It's great to see JLS in the chat. And let's see, who else do we got up in here tonight? Nerd Vision, what is up, Nerd Vision? I love girls with southern accents. I often call Lenovo support just to hear the operator woman with a southern accent. Amen, that's right. All right, let me keep going down this. Let me actually make sure my mic is on. Okay, good. My mic is on. Evan Jalone. Evan is here. It's great to see Evan in our house tonight. Hey, there is Mr. White Gloves from Splash Page Comics. He is in the house. It's great to see you. Make sure I don't miss anybody. Oh, Who Dat Comics and Movies. What is up, Who Dat? J-Rod. What is up, J-Rod? Shout out to Frank Sinatra. Man, old Blue Eyes, man. Frank Sinatra. Oh, Popcom, my bro Mike is here. What is up, Mike? Great to see Mike in the house tonight. Hey, Miss Hustle. I hope he did not fall asleep. Well, I had some strife. My freaking son scratched his damn leg. He took his socks off in my damn comic room. He scratched a freaking scab, and he got a shit ton of blood on my damn carpet. shit pissed me off. Now that's why I was late. I had to soak that shit. Well, I had my wife do it because I don't know how to get blood out of the damn carpet. If any of you know how to get blood out of the carpet, let me know, because some asses are going to get whipped tomorrow. That's for damn sure. That's some shit right there. All right, what else we got? Miss Hustle in the house. Lord Tatman. Vincenzo C. It's great to see Vinny C in the house. So let me kind of tell you a little bit of my history in the chat, and I'll bring up this chat over here. My history in the whole thing of as far as award shows, the word popularity has been used, popularity contest. Some people have said high school. You know, it's like high school. I get that a lot. Popularity. You get all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to kind of tell you how the old legend kind of rose to fame. Just real quick. I won't go too long. If you would call it fucking fame, you know what I mean. But anyway, so when I first started doing comic book videos, mainly I did the YouTube thing because I was a gamer and I had an awesome voice for doing video game commentary. But then, you know, I started kind of looking up, you know, I had my comic books, you know, I collected off and on. I collected in the 90s, collected in the early 2000s, and I was looking at my comic books, and it seemed like, funny thing was, every time I moved, you know, whether it be out of my dad's house when I got married, moved to the first apartment, moved to the second apartment, moved here to this house, I was always, you know, moving the comic books. You know, I had about 3 or 4 boxes, 3 or 4 short boxes. And so I decided to, you know, I'd sold some over the years on eBay, but I decided to, you know, kind of look on YouTube during the time I was making my video game videos. And I came across 2 captains. I came across a Captain Cummings, and I came across a Captain Strangelove. So I started making YouTube comic book videos, but in the way that, you know, I was doing my game videos. I kept my persona, the Great Legend, and I didn't want to make separate channels for anything, so I just did what I did, you know, and kind of kept that same drive, that same energy, just that same feel to the comic books that I was showing off and talking about. And just always have passion for anything I do, you know, because, you know, if you've got that passion running through your veins, sound like a wrestling promo, but if you have that, I mean, people are going to get attracted to that. They're going to come back for that. They're going to see what you're showing them, or not even that. They're going to be, you know, I always say that people sometimes see what they hear and they hear what they see. It's kind of the opposite of 2 of the 5 senses, but they see that, and if you got that passion, if you got that personality, and you let that kind of roll off the tongue, man, those folks will see that, and they'll keep coming back for more. And that's pretty cool, right? You know, I wouldn't say it's popular. I would say it's just how you carry yourself on YouTube. You know, whether it be positive energy or negative energy, you know, bitching and moaning like this blood on the floor I was doing. But anyway, enough of the blood on the floor. Get with the story. So these 2 captains, man, I started watching them and I was digging them, and I started doing my own videos, and, you know, I was commenting on theirs, and those, well, not so much Captain Strangelove. A little later on, I think he started commenting, but Captain Cummings noticed me quite quick, and he invited me to join this podcast. And so it was some guys on Skype that did this. There was Dark Avenger Chris. Of course, when episode 6 of this old Skype, it was a Skype call, but he had left by then to do his own show, the Dark Avenger Inc. And Captain Cummings had on there his co-host, Costin Bromstar. Howler Mouse was on there. Oddfellows Thoughts, Doc and Howlett, and Hippies Collectibles was on there. And I was on there as well, and it was just a whole lot of fun. And then, you know, right when the Google Hangouts came out and was able to be streamed over YouTube, we were the first group to do a live comic book show on YouTube. And, you know, that was Captain Cummings' vision, man. So if y'all want to thank anybody, and Vincenzo C., I'm kind of going to talk about, you know, how you said, like, true pioneers that kind of shaped the G1, you know, the people that, and I'm not saying, like, other people didn't shape the G1 because GPAP's from G1, but I'm saying, like, the people to really put the whole damn thing on the map, whether you love him or you hate him. The truth is, Captain Cummings did that, you know. So we had that, and we were the first ones to do the Google Hangout live show, and this was freaking a long-ass time ago. I'm talking like 2011, 2012. I don't know exact dates because Captain took that channel down and built his channel back up after some drama. You know, drama always kills some of the good stuff that goes on. Drama as far as, you know, popularity, or some people liking one person, some people liking another person, and we kind of had that going on. So that show split, but it was a lot of fun, and on occasion we did get old Captain Strangelove on there, which was really cool. But man, just chatting and learning from all those guys and sharing my experiences with them, and then them sharing with me, and then sharing to the whole YouTube comic book community as a whole, was something special. You know, it was really something special, and I'll never forget those early days in the YouTube comic book community. So you fast forward to that breakup of that group, you know, where, you know, some guys had some infight, and I won't go over the whole history. And then, you know, Oddfellows Thoughts kind of took the reins with Costin and Bromstar, and instead of name it Comic Book Podcast, and they named it Comic Book Round Table. And I was on that show for quite a long time. And then a lot of those main guys just kind of drifted apart. So right after that, man, I'm going to go ahead and tell you like it is. You know, I'm going to give you the history. The very first person ever to do the solo, what is this thing called? Chat show host, whatever. The first person to ever do that in the YouTube comic book community. You know, I go to the Lord Jesus Christ, strike me down with the lightning of Shazam and all them people. I was the first one to do the solo live show chat host, man. I was the first one in the whole YouTube comic book community to do the solo live thing. And, you know, to do, and we'll talk about that, but to go solo and do all that, you know, just one person doing that whole thing and keeping that audience entertained, that was something special. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty freaking awesome. So throughout the years, you know, I've seen it all, done it all. You know, I've seen people come and go, and I've seen people come and become great ones. I've seen legends die, and I've seen people fart. You don't even want me to get started but on that. But anyway, so I've seen a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, I've seen people come, I've seen people go. GPAP's seen a lot of people come and go as well throughout those years. And then we, you know, I call it G1 for Generation 1, G2, G3, G4, G5, G6, G7. We're probably in G8 right now with the likes of Comicaholics and Beyond the Blast Doors. Hell, we could even be G9. You know, it comes and goes, you know, the cycles and things of that nature. Something else was pretty special. Let's talk more about these award shows. I never had no problem with, you know, award shows because, you know, people think that CBA started the award shows. Nah, they's always been award shows. Let me tell you, Comic Uno of Dark Avenger Inc., now Comic Frontline. Comic Uno started the Comic Uno's Geeky Awards in 2012. She had the first annual Geeky Awards in 2012. And our ensemble show, the Comic Book Roundtable, I don't think it won that 2012. I think we were nominated, but I don't think it won because I would have known. I would have remembered that. But when all that broke off and when a lot of those main people from the original G1 Captain Cummings group, the Howler Mouse, Captain Cummings, Hippies Collectibles, Oddfellows Thoughts, Costin and Bromstar, Doc and Hallett, when all those, and even a comic book mom and her husband, Rorschach Journal, Craig and Audrey, when all those people split up, you know, everyone went their separate ways. But I started doing my solo live show. In the second annual Comic Uno's Geeky Awards, I won the best YouTube comic book community live show. Best live show. And I was going up against like 5 or 4 or 5 other live shows. And those were all ensemble live shows. And that was 2013. In 2014, back to back. You know how I roll with it. I won again. So I won 2 years in a row. That's just total best live show. There was no such thing as, say, the chat show and the live show ensemble. I just won those bad boys. A lot of people were surprised. Old CBA even told me that he was surprised I'd won those shows. Of course, CBA came a little later down the line, I believe. So he didn't know about, you know, the old school, man, the G1. And I hear a lot of times, and I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. I hear a lot of times from, you know, some of the other people that, you know, that those people back then, the G1 people, they don't get a lot of love, they don't get a lot of respect. I hear that sometimes, just around the area. And I'm going to check y'all's chat in a minute. But I hear that people don't get the love, people don't get the respect. Us old timers, we've been doing this a long time. You know what? That's my love. That's my respect right there. Over here, that's some love. That's some respect right there. Down here, them links, that's love. That's some respect. That is about, let's see, like 4 things of social media that I could spread the Great Legend Show's message. I mean, you don't need an award to be thankful for what you do have. You don't need an award to, I don't need to have, I don't need these awards to be thankful for what I have. And the reason I do this is for all of y'all, and another reason is because I really love to do it. I love to entertain people. That's what I was born to do. That's why my name's Robert. That stands for Bright Fame. Actually, I was named after one of my relatives. But Robert means bright fame. And I've always had that. I don't know. It's something God's given me. The Holy Spirit enshrines in me. It's the way I can get the message across. And my words are never for a loss. That's for damn sure. But it's just something I do. It's something I like to do. I like to collect comic books, play video games. I like to cook in front of people. I like to tell y'all the Legends truth. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more right now. So that's kind of my thoughts on some of those things. Some other thoughts are, I want to say it was Vincenzo C. talked to me a little and made a video a little about, what he envisions comic book awards. And some of his were, the message that sometimes goes unheard to the YouTube comic book community. And the YouTube comic book community is kind of a smaller community, and sometimes that community can get so intertwined in drama and everything, they may not see what's outside the box. A lot of our community members in this comic book community don't know about Roger 69501. A lot of the young ones don't even know Captain Strangelove. I mean, what? Are you freaking serious? And then some of them are just kind of, doing their own thing, like Diversity in Comics. They are a comic book channel. I don't subscribe to them because I don't really like. I mean, if you want, like, I'm already subscribed to Maverick Freelance. Okay, so if I want more negative stuff, I'll go to Comics and Diversity. But I kind of have my own like little niche of like negative nitties. I got Maverick Freelance, and I've got some other people I like on here. And mainly I am entertained by some of the stuff they say, some of the stuff they do. So definitely check out Maverick. But yeah, I mean, there's Diversity in Comics. This guy's got over like 40,000 subs, and he's only been doing it for like 6 months. Captain Cummings, on his return, he took his channel into a different direction. It's a lot of shock and awe, you know what I mean? It's a lot of political BS, which I don't really give a shit for. And a little bit of comics, but more political BS inside comics. I don't really give a shit for that. I mean, but so Vincenzo was like, these people have thousands upon thousands, 10,000s, 5-figure sub counts, and he likes those, and good for him because he likes those, and I like Vincenzo C, and I'm going to watch Vincenzo C, but I don't really care much to watch for those other people no more. And that's the thing. It's a point of view. It's IMOs, man. It's in my opinion, or, my personal opinion, MPO, whatever, if you like acronyms and you're in part of the new generation. Hashtag it all day, all night. But, some channels I like to watch, some channels I don't like to watch. So, that's your personal opinion. Some people don't agree with CBA's award shows. Some people do agree with them. I myself, I agree with the CBA award shows. But I'm not going to disrespect or mess up anyone else's feelings on what they think. So after I saw the Vincenzo C one, I saw Trilogy's Comic Corner. And I love Steven. I love Trilogy's Comic Corner. One of the awesome guys here in the comic book community. And he was really not digging the whole award show thing. And he was just saying it was a popularity contest, and he was really hating on it. And that's okay, So it's not, everybody's thing. Some people don't even like my channel. They find me annoying as hell. So that's cool, whatever. Thumb down, thumb up. I love thumb. Alex, you know what I'm thinking right now. Said thumb down, and I immediately thought of Alex. But it's in the eyes of the beholder. Whatever you think is right is the thing you're going to do. Whatever you think is right is the thing you're going to watch, what you're going to listen to. It's all up to you, So the next one I watched was Undisputed Frost. It was the morning after the trilogy one, and he had some great points about the whole thing as well. And pretty much he said that, everyone that does videos and puts their heart, puts their soul, puts their passion into it, we all deserve an award, And that's true too. That's damn definitely true. I mean, and you know what? You got your award. I'm gonna go on a little further. And Frost, this ain't no meanness or anything. That was your opinion, and that's really good. But you said we all deserve awards. Well, that's my reward. That's my award. Is this award bigger than some other people's awards? Yeah, but you know what? It's I work my ass off. And, people say, well, doing YouTube, shouldn't be work. And once you start saying YouTube's work, then blah, 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 blah. But, I take time out of my day to come on here and come at you live, man. I take time away from the family, even though they're in bed. And he better be in bleeding. But they better be in bed. My wife's in there doing her own solo time. But I spend some of my time with y'all because I love y'all and I enjoy y'all's company in the chat. I'm going to check the chat here in a little bit. I know it's hopping. And popping. And we're going to get to the nominees. But, Frost and some of these folks are saying popularity contest, we all get awards and stuff. It's like that green ribbon. Everyone get that honorable mention. But, that's the thing. I did a Legends Truth video. I do these every Friday, the second, fourth Friday of the month, usually after Blast or Stash It. But I said, if you want to be successful in YouTube, and this is, success is, like I said, the eye of the beholder. Whatever you think success is how you perceive it. But you know what? If you put the time in, if you bring that message of positivity, you do your shout-outs, you give love to the community. I don't do a lot of AOKs. I've done them before, but I'm sure, those will help out too. And when you do AOKs, that's a great way to spread love, throughout the community. You give comics to one person, and then that person usually will give to the other and kind of spreads on like that. But if you do all of these things and you're passionate about what you do, I mean, you'll be successful. You'll get some more subscribers. The word will get out about how cool this person is. I've already given some shout-outs tonight to people in the chat. And we got 31 watching right now, representing the Indiana Pacers, Reggie Miller, Hall of Famer. But anyway, number 31. But if you do all that stuff and you be positive about the message, and I mean truly positive. You can't preach a positive message and then behind the scenes be negative and be jealous. I mean, it's not going to get you anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so you got to truly mean what you say. You got to truly mean what you do. And if you're true to the message, if you're true to the videos, I mean, you're being true to yourself. They're going to see it, man. If you're not true, or if you're doing some sneaky ass shit, some shady shit, like saying one thing and then, the other thing's negative, or you're hating on somebody that has more subs or has hot books, or maybe they got, more money or whatever. If you're doing all that, I mean, let me tell you something. You damn want it. You damn, I'll bring it out. I'll bring it out. I mean, it says right here, one of the oldest books in the world. You do shit like that, it's the wrong shit to do. I mean, it's there. I mean, you don't covet what other people have. Don't even think about it. I told Russ, my brother Russ, keep the eyes on the prize. And winners keep their eyes on the prize. And losers keep their eyes on the winners. And let me tell you, there's a lot of losers out there that are keeping their eyes on the winners, and they're bitching about the winners. Now, some, they can twist, some I'm not naming names, but I'm just saying people in general can like change the way things are worded. Popularity contest this, popularity contest that, popularity. Well, get your ass in front of the damn race of life and run your ass to that fucking finish line. You know what I'm saying? get your ass to the fucking front of the line, and don't worry about following behind people, because the winners keep their eyes on the prize, losers keep their eyes on the winners. So just kind of remember some of these things that I tell you. Next up, we had LP. LP, kind of agreed, what Undisputed Frost, what Trilogy had said. And he don't want to be even do any of the award shows. And I respect that. The folks are going to think what they're going to think, And half of you may not even like the award show shit I'm talking about. I kind of like them. There ain't nothing wrong with liking some awards. Shit. It's kind of cool. And what's great about these award shows, and I saw Golden Car's video. Let me fucking tell you, Golden Car. Sorry for the French, I hope God don't understand French. But anyway, what I'm saying is, Golden Car made an excellent video. Even doing this video right now, I'm giving some damn shout-outs. And, the shout-outs, I've talked all the people in the chat. I've talked about the old school G1s, some new schools. I saw Vincenzo C, Trillo G, Undisputed Frosty, and my brother LP. I've been bringing these guys some shout-outs. Now, whether you agree with their videos or not, that's up to you. It's the eye of the beholder thing. You believe what you're going to believe. You're going to perceive what you're going to perceive. But I'm giving them shout-outs. So, like Golden Car said in his video, that to reiterate what CBA said, is the award show is just the ultimate shout-out. And like Golden Car said, that CBA did, you can choose up to 3 nominees per category. You can even go further than that. You could do like Trilogy. Trilogy named a lot of shout-outs. Frost named a lot of shout-outs. LP named a lot of shout-outs. Vinny C named Diversity in Comics and Captain Cummings. And I don't think he named me, but I'm not butthurt by it because I love Vinny C, So, it's the ultimate shout-out. This is the ultimate shout-out. Fish Tropic, Stephen Oates, Blade H12, JLS, Tat, AG Surfer, Uncanny Kyle Walker, Fish Tropic, JLS, G-Pap, King of the Golden State. King! He is a Jack Kirby. Matt, a.k.a. Count Von Strange IV. I mean, this is what it's all about right here. G-Pap is here. I love G-Pap. G-Pap says, I think I'll win the award for the most times people have said my name wrong. Gene Salsa Pepper. So, see, G-Pap has fun with it. Like I said again, everyone's going to have a different opinion about it. I'm down with it. I like the award show because the more people that do CBA's Comic Book Awards, and if you want to, put some nominations up, make sure you watch CBA's video and do that. And what it does, if I watch a video of someone that nominates someone I don't know, hey, I may go check out that channel and subscribe and may get to know them. So like it's just an ultimate shout out. It's kind of like tag videos. Everyone loves tag videos. Well, pretty much the Comic Book Awards, you can look at that as just being one big ass tag video, because in tag videos you usually tag 3 people, you shout them out. And it keeps it going. Undisputed Frost made one of the best tag videos of all time. He was moved by David, a.k.a. Seeking Near Mint Comics. He was moved by SNMC's video about he having some problems with people not liking variants. Frost made a kick-ass video called Support the Community. And that was one of the best damn tags of 2017. It's one of the biggest tags I've ever damn seen. In a sense, does it could I say that tag video, everyone that did that tag video, could they have all done that tag video because they wanted to be popular? I don't think so. I think they wanted to make that video because they wanted to spread that message. I don't do videos to be popular, I don't do any of that kind of stuff. I've got a great self-esteem. I'm comfortable with myself. I'm comfortable with how God made me and molded me. I don't care about the popularity or any of that stuff. But, like Undisputed Frost said, I care mostly about the message. I don't care about showing the books. Well, I don't mean to say it like that. I like showing my books. I like talking video games. I like, talking to you. But these are a means to talk to you. And it's not always, I don't always have a message of truth or whatnot, but it's a means for me to get to know you, to talk to you, to make you smile, to keep you entertained, and to keep you motivated to do what you're passionate about, to motivate you on what you love. Real quick, another before I get into the nominees, I want to talk a little bit about. My mind went blank. So while my mind goes blank, I'm going to talk Rebel Comics real quick. L freaking P, the father of Nyobi. He's got this Kickstarter. He's got his own comic book Nyobi. It is on issue 4. The Kickstarter dropped, and they're pretty much like 95% already funded. And the Kickstarter link is in the video description below. So definitely check out Nyobi issue 4, A Broken Kiss. And support Larry Higgins and Steve Boyu, two of the finest guys I've ever met. And then now I want to kind of talk a little bit more on people that have been inspired by myself to make their own videos and to, show themselves on camera and to do things. Okay. Back in the day, there was a guy named We Love Comics. It's not you, it's not me, it's We Love Comics. Very successful comic book channel. It's got a great following. Vinny C, I know you like that Kool-Aid over there. A lot of us drank the Kool-Aid back in the day. But I'm saying, a lot of people like this channel. Well, one thing that kind of inspired a lot of the comic book community, as I take a drink of the DP10, was he used to have a comic book auction. But then when he left, they needed a home for a comic book auction. So at the time, I was with Blast It or Stash It, and the Blast It or Stash It guys decided to do a comic book auction. So I started hosting an auction on Blast It or Stash It, and then it kind of dwindled down. There was some little action within. It wasn't being done right. So what they really needed was a good chat show host to host the auction show. So I decided just to do my own auction called Legends Live Auction. And from there, I had a guy, cool guy, named Edwin, a.k.a. Strictly Comics. He came on the show, sold some books. ETA Nick, he came on the show, sold some books. LP, sold some Nyobi books. Trilogy's Comic Corner, he sold some books, and now he's already successful on his Facebook.com page, facebook.com/trilogies CC. I had Big Bear Comics and Who Dat Comics and Evan Jalone, Captain Cold Comics, Undisputed Frost, Biggie's Comics, Manny NYC from the New York Warriors. I had Mr. Gretzky on there in spirit. I showed his pictures of the books he sold on there. Who else did I have on there? I've got Simplify Comic Guy on there, and I've got one of my newest guys on there, Jason Smith. I've had Aim High Comics on there. I've had Alex the Comic Quarter on there. I've had so many people sell books. Even Trilogy's wife was on there. So all of these folks, a lot of them were inspired to go do their own comic book shows. Now, am I jealous that they're doing their own comic book shows? Alex the Comic Order and the 9-2 Crew, they've had these auction shows where they've had over 120 freaking viewers. I think maybe even 130, 140. Am I jealous because that guy's got more concurrent live viewers than I am? Hell freaking no, I'm not jealous. I'm happy for him because he's doing stuff that I see myself do. So, even though, he's got, all this popularity and all this crap going on, I look at the things and I could see things that he's picked up on by watching me. And, when you see that kind of stuff, they don't even have to shout you out. Simplified Comic Guy can get on there and say, I'm coming at you live. And, he always puts a quarter into his little Hellboy hand. Well, he shows me some love that way. But, anyone that I ever see say that with that southern drawl, say, coming at you live, or anyone with a sexy beard or beanie, man, I look at those guys and I get a little twinkle in my eye and a little smile. Even my heart will give a little smile. I don't know how a heart smiles, but that's what it does. And I really like that. That's pretty cool. And that's kind of like this. That's kind of like my award or my reward or whatever. So, like I said, everyone can look and think of things and perceive things a different way. But in the end, it's kind of just like a shout out away from, I don't know, it's so hard to explain all this. But you just got to, you know, kind of take it with a grain of salt. You know, I think sometimes people take it so seriously, but they lose out on that bigger message. And the bigger message is just to get everyone involved as a community. So people are going to win awards. What about the people that don't win an award? Well, the thing is, they put their nomination in, so they're being included. You know, they're inclusive in the whole thing, because there wouldn't be any winners if there wasn't the people in the comic book community to nominate them. So here's the thing. If you're not a believer in the whole award show or whatever, or if you think it's a popularity contest, it's real simple. You know, CBA said you can make videos of these people you want to vote for, and try to get other people to vote for them. You know, so if you want, if person A over here, you know, is not getting no love or whatever, and you think they should be getting some love, or you think this person ain't getting no love, Area 51, what is up, man? Area 51 in the house. If you think this person ain't getting no love, make a freaking video. Nominate them for a category. Get that freaking name out there. A lot of love for Alfred 83 Comics Trojans. Paid $2 donation. God bless you, man. That's a sweet donation right there. $2 donation right there, fans. And that's what it's all about. There he is. A little late on it. Legend is the bomb. Thanks for being kind. That's what I'm talking about. We got Sunshine Collects things right here. Me and Sunshine, we didn't always see eye to eye, but that's the thing. Everyone has a difference of opinion, you know? Everyone has a difference of opinion, and I can respect what Sunshine's doing. And he's got a phenomenal channel, and it's doing really great things over there. And he's got the comic book cartel where he's a part of with Seeking Near Mint Comics and Tito, a.k.a. Kingdom Comics, with Freddy's 562 and a little bit of that Drashir's Comics and things. And sometimes you may even see the Doom on there, you know? Do a little dance. I do that little trilogy dance. But so yeah, you know, that's the thing. I just want everyone, you know, don't feel bad. And you know, if you see, you know, people like, you know, say one thing and other people say the other thing, and there's really no drama. It's not drama. You know, a Golden Card mentioned the word drama. I don't think it's no drama. It's just really a difference of opinion, and that's what it's all about. Because like I say in the old HOL, the HOLY, the BIBLE, God didn't use cookie cutters to make us. We're not all bearded and beanies, and we don't all say coming at you live. You know, he didn't use cookie cutters. Everyone's different, you know. So with that said, I think it's time to get to the nominees. All right, people. I just got them on this piece of paper. So that's what Sunshine says, inspire each other to make new fun content. That's what it's all about. It's all about that action. All right, now I got 35 watching. We'll refresh the page. Make sure I didn't miss anything. 18 thumbs up. All right, all right, all right. Half of you ain't gave me no thumb up, but that's all right. I'm not whoring for thumbs or anything. I'm gonna go ahead and give you my nominees, and before each little category, I'll talk to you what I think about that category. The first category here, I don't know if this one was on last year's or not. It was favorite individual chat show host. Now, favorite individual chat show host. You kind of know what I think about this category. Favorite individual chat host. This is kind of the stuff I do, you know. So the people I picked are people I have high expectations. Sometimes, I'm not going to say all the time, but if I'm doing this comic book community awards or whatever, Vincenzo C thinks it ought to be like, you know, there ought to be some set categories, you know, stuff like that, you know. Maybe they ought to have a ton of subs or whatever. But like I said, it's a difference of opinion. Is it a popularity contest? Not really. It's just people I enjoy watching, and it's people I think that do a great job, and it's individual chat show hosts that make me proud as a chat show host. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know some good shit when I see some good shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I've been there. I've done that. I mean, 2013-14, I won Best Live Show going solo. So, I know what to kind of like look for. And I'm going to give you a little shout. Now, first off, in these three, they're not in any particular order. These three people. Originally in the three, I had Larry Higg. I mean, damn, sorry, LP. Didn't want to give your name away. I had Rebel Comics, and he also hosts Rebel Gaming. I had him in my top three. Now, he dropped out because he doesn't want to be a part of the awards. So I'm not gonna. I'm taking his nominee off the damn thing. Damn it. I'm bleeding. Can you go? I don't know if my arm just started bleeding. But anyway, I take him off the deal. But I want to tell you a little bit about LP. Back in the day, I almost called him Nyobi, but Rebel was, he was on a live show. He was on the WLC show. He's been on guest starred on a lot of different shows, and to me personally, and LP can tell me if I'm wrong, I'd always felt like I was watching LP. And it always was like he was trying to find his niche. It took him a while to find his niche, and he was going to different groups and maybe trying to see how their panel was and things of that nature. But honestly, I always thought LP had something about him. He had that it factor. He still has the it factor, and he loves live shows, shooting off the hip, coming at us live. He's good on the mic, and he's got some great. He gives the shout outs. He pays attention to the chat. He's what I think. If you want to be a chat show host, check out his gaming channel. Check out his comic channel. He delivers the message. He shows what he wants to shows you what he wants to show. Has the passion. He gets everyone involved in the chat. He even will ask people to come on his live show. And then it turns into a makeshift ensemble. So sub up Rebel Comics. You'll be glad you did. You can always find Rebel Comics on youtube.com/rdowdy95. Usually it's over here, and it's in the My Friends section. Subscribe him. He doesn't want to be nominated, but you know what? He's always going to be one of the channels I enjoy watching. Okay, so with that out of the way, y'all know what I'm looking for in the favorite individual chat show host. Remember, this is my opinion, but it's Alfred83. God bless you, brother. That's what it's all about. Alfred83. Let me tell you, this guy, he puts up a damn good fight with Supergirl. He said, my bad, I missed a zero, and he just donated 20 more bucks, man. OMG Chris, I'm sorry, I'm failing at my own host thing. Beyond the Blast Doors is here. Vinny C's here. World Peace. Amen, brother. Thanks, brother. But you the man. Rebel says. OMG Chris likes Rebel a lot. Miss Hustle likes the Great Legend a lot. You did say that, right, Miss Hustle? Fish Tropic. Make sure it isn't a fake Visa card. Oh, man, this is great. Popcom. He loves him some OMG Chris. OMG Chris, and we're going to get to OMG as well. But so thank you, Trojan, man. We're gonna have some great times together this week with some more gaming and some more fun. Where was I? Okay, so my three nominees, and like I said, these aren't in any particular order. Okay, I want to nominate one of my nominees. I want to nominate for the favorite individual chat show host is ETA Nick. Now I don't think Nick probably asleep. Nick is one of the awesome guys in the community. He's got some years on me, but he is a great individual chat show host. He loves his comic books. He's passionate about his comic books. He's passionate about grading the comic books. He's passionate about the comic book movies. I mean, he's passionate about cooking. He cooks way better than the Great Chef, that's for sure. He does his cooking show. He talks about GPA of books. He talks about spec books. He does it all. I mean, he pretty much does what an ensemble show does with a one-man show, and that's ET and Nick's live shows. Now, tonight, he did have a little partner in crime, a.k.a. Luther Manning, and I love Luther Manning's channel as well. Luther Manning and Nick put a phenomenal show on. Luther Manning's another kick-ass guy everyone ought to subscribe to, one of my favorites. Man, what a great guy Luther is. But ETA Nick, he's been around the comic book community a damn long time. I don't know, GPAP. I think Nick could be at least, I want to say G2 or G3. It just seems like he's been around forever. But Nick is a great guy, great person, great family man. He put out such a passionate video about his start in the comic book community. It's one of the greatest ETA Nick videos I've ever seen, and a lot of us that are comic book collectors go to ETA Nick for information about grading, spec books, prices of books, hot grail, holy grail books. But Nick is real. Nick is down to earth. He's humble, and he's just a good man. He's a good person, and I love watching ETA and Nick. I don't watch him all the time. But I try to, whenever he's live, I'll watch ETA Nick, and I'll, always check him out. Next up, this other guy, he's been on YouTube for many, well, I want to say many years, maybe 4 or 5. My time gets kind of, faded in and out. He's always been a YouTube watcher, but by watching the greats, man, this guy, he watched some of the old school stuff. I call him the 3 H's, not Paul Levisgeek, Dr. Silverage like that, not Triple H, but Hans, Hippie, Howler, Captain Strangelove, Hippie's Collectibles, who coined the phrase, man, before most of y'all got webcams, coined the phrase, collect what you like, love what you collect. Just saying. That's Hippie's Collectibles and Howler Mouse, the Hans, Hippie, and Howler. And the great legend himself, Freaking Pillars, all 4 of us, Freaking Pillars. This guy watched those people, and he started doing videos. And once he got comfortable, and it didn't take him too long, he started doing his own live shows, hangout live shows, where he shows his hauls, even has showed his vinyl collection. Showed all that stuff. Talks his love for horror books. He loves the EC stuff. Okay? He loves Universal Classic movie monsters. He loves Marvel monsters. He loves Werewolf by Night, man. He loves Tomb of Dracula. And I'm talking Brian Spaceboy 227. Now, Brian is also a good friend of mine. Did that have something to do a little bit with giving him the favorite individual chat show host nominee? Well, that's up to me, and I don't have to tell you. I love Brian. I mean, he's a damn good host, and here's why. Brian puts the chat above what he's showing. He always makes sure the people in the chat for Brian, it's like what also makes another great chat show host. And chat show host is actually a very hard thing, because you see me, I've got thousands of people commenting over here. I can't read all the chat that fast. But what makes a great chat host is he'll check the chat before he talks about the books. Howler Mouse does the same thing, but I didn't nominate Howler Mouse on anything this year. But Howler will read those comments, and then he'll get back onto what he's talking about. And I love how Brian Spaceboy does that, and my beanie's off to Brian Spaceboy 227. He's always a great guy, and he's got a great personality. It's Brian Spaceboy 227. And by the way, last time I checked, Brian Spaceboy's not having a subscriber contest, because Brian Spaceboy, he don't, I mean, he'll have a contest when he wants to have a contest. But if you're not subscribed to this guy, Brian Spaceboy 227, he is six subscribers away from his goal. Or should it be like that? He's 6 subscribers away from his goal. He is at 221 subscribers. Yes, that's right. 6 more subscribers, he'll be at 227. Batman Comic 87. Batman Comic 87, God bless you, brother. $2 donation. Sub up Batman Comic 87. I just subbed up Batman Comic 87 today. You're wondering, like, well, he's always in your chat, right? Well, the chat I'm looking at, my OBS chat, there's no links to go to their channels. But finally, he chatted before the show, And that's when I clicked on him, and I'm subbed to you now. So, Batman, I may have actually been subbed to you for a while. I can't remember. You know, like I say, things get foggy. But Brian Spaceboy227 is 6 subs away from 227 subs. Now, that's going to be cool. He will probably do a special video. And my last person I want to nominate for favorite individual chat show host. A lot of you may know this guy. Alex the Comic Hoarder. Alex the Comic Hoarder. I got to take a drink real quick because I may be talking for a little while. Now, he does a lot of different stuff, but oh, I love this. Oh God, I got to tell the story. He's gonna, he's gonna be slapping his head, but I got to tell the story, and I hope I tell it right. So Alex does a lot of his videos now. You know, he's so used to the camera now. I don't even remember. It seems like he's been doing live shows forever. I mean, he's a freaking natural at what he does. Like I said with Brian Spaceboy, when Alex is doing this thing live, he's inviting people into his home. Like, you know, it's kind of a crazy thing, but it's like you're inviting people to come into your home and you're interacting with them. It's kind of like Miss Hustle said the other day. You know, it's like keeping them busy and everything. But I love Alex the Comic Hoarder and what he does in the chat. Really courteous. Master of shoutouts. He loves each and every one of his subscribers. Hell, he loves each and every one of the people that even chat that aren't subscribers. He loves the people that thumb him up. He loves the people that thumb him down. He loves every single person that checks out his channel. There's something different about Alex the Comic Hoarder. And I don't need to spend too much time on Alex, but so you're doing your chat, you're doing your live shows. This works for live show ensemble as well. You're getting your thumbs up, you know, you're so thankful, and he is so thankful, like I am. I'm so thankful all of y'all are watching. We got 33 watching. I couldn't ask for a better group here tonight. And he always shows love to the chat. And when Alex first started doing the live shows, when Alex first started doing the videos, a lot of times, and he would ask me about this, and Alex, I hope you don't get mad or anything, but he would come to me and talk to me about, you know, he was upset because people were thumbing down his videos. And I told this once to Marky316 of the New York Warriors, you know, if you're not getting thumbs down, you're not doing it right. You know, it's just like Papper said, when you think you know all the answers, I'm changing the questions on you. But you know, that's what it is. You know, you're gonna get a couple of haters. You're gonna get some of them Enzo more. You're gonna get some haters out there, and you're gonna get your thumbs down. And what Alex did, one of the things Alex reminded me of, and I totally forgot this story, and it's such a funny line because it's typical persona. It's typical great legend. You know, hot dogging, being a little hot shot. You know. I said this. Let me this Alex. He was chatting here all over there. He said, but anyway, Alex said, I said this. When someone thumbed me down, I kind of looked over there and said, thumbs down. We can't, I think it was like I think I said, we can't all be winners. We can't all be winners. That's right. And that was kind of a dig because the people that thumb me down, they the ones that's watching the winner. I'm up in the front of the damn race. So those people are back in the back, man. So I just kind of look back. We can't all be winners. You know what I'm saying? And I love that line. Alex, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it is so funny, and it's totally legend. It's legend style. And I said that long ago when Alex was watching, possibly before he did his own videos. So, again, favorite individual chat show host, and there's many more of them out there, and I can't nominate everyone because CBA's rules are you got to be 18. But but anyway, you only get 3 nominees. It's ETA Nick, Brian Spaceboy227, and Alex the Comic Hoarder. favorite individual chat show hosts. That's my favorite ones. I like. I think they do a great job, and a lot of people that want to become some great chat show hosts, watch those guys. Okay, they're great. Now next up, best live show ensemble. Have y'all been waiting for this? Popcom, Mike, Rowdy Dowdy Piper. We got Undisputed Frosty. Frost is in the house, man. It's good to see Frost. Like I said, that damn tag video he did, support the comic book community. Probably the hottest, best tag of 2017. And I don't even think he knew it was going to garner that much depth as far as coverage. But that's what it's all about. People do support the community. And like I said, to me, the CBA Comic Awards is just another way that I can support the community. I don't do a lot of contest videos. I don't do a lot of tag videos. But I'll do these comic book awards because this is another way I can support the community. I mean, the thing is, it's like I said before, and I don't want to go back, like a dead record or whatever, but it's in the eyes of the beholder. A lot of us just support, like Golden Car said, we support by giving shout-outs a lot. And there's a lot of people out there like OMG Chris, Superfly Comic Guy, Golden Car Comics, a plethora of other people that have done acts of kindnesses out there. Awesome acts of kindnesses. God up there sent Jesus Christ to die on the cross for our sins. That is the Alpha Omega kindness. Awesome Alpha Omega kindness. But best live show ensemble. Now, last year in 2016, CBA's first annual comic book awards, Blast It or Stash It took the award for best live show ensemble. And what can I say? Great Legend was a part of that group. A lot of fun. Huey's Comic Hideout, now known as Huey Comics, Spectacular Spider Grandpa. Midwest Comic Man, Trilogy, not Trilogy, Trinity. Why do I always get those two guys mixed up? Damn it. I always get those two. Trilogy, Trinity, but no, Trinity. Holy crap, I can't talk. Trinity Superhero Cinema. Trinity, Jeremy. Love Jeremy. Jeremy's by far got to be, Simplified Comic Guy, one of the founding fathers. Kirby's Comics, even that crazy The Comic Noob. I don't know where the hell he went. But all of those guys, especially Vince, Simplified Comic Guy, to me, he was the heart and soul of that group. But when he left, he kind of took early retirement out of the ensemble stuff, the best live show ensemble. Jeremy, Trinity Superhero Cinema. He's that heart and soul of that group. And I love being with those guys, and they were a great crew. So that was last year's best live show ensemble. But now we're talking about this year's. Every Thursday night normally it's every Thursday night, there's a group of 4 guys that put on one of the coolest shows, and something that I think not only myself, but we all look forward to. Murph! What is up, amazing Murphinator? Man, I love me some Murph. He loves some Red Sox. Yes, he does. But anyway. Amen, Rob. It's the ultimate A-OK. Jesus, man. Love it. Wouldn't be here without him. But Thursday, we have 4 guys. I'm going to break down their names. We got some guy named Jesse. We got this guy named Justin. We got this dude named Edwin. And we got this dude named Chris. Boston Chris. Buckshot 33. And the 5th Beatle. And he's the 5th Beatle. And I'm putting his name in there because I love this guy a lot. And it's Adam. Comically flawed. But I'm talking about JLS Comic Conversation on Thursday night. I love the show because they go over they have all their topics. They stay on track. They're a great show. They, take questions from the chat. And I usually tend to watch them every Thursday night. I don't know. It's like for these live shows, I got to kind of get sucked into them. Y'all love it? Come on. Give some thumbs up. Give some shout outs to JLS Comic Conversation. Just great show. I want to give a big shout out to Kingdom Comics, part of the Comic Cartel with Seeking Nearmint Comics, Sunshine Collects Things, Freddy's 562, sometime the Doom's on there, and Drashir's Comics and Things. That's another damn great live show. But JLS Comic Conversation with Strictly Comics, Edwin, Exile State Comics, Justin, Buckshot 33, Boston Chris, and Jesse himself. They've got, each one of them have a great personality. They're passionate. They talk about the comics. They talk about what's coming up in the week that's about the comics. They talk about some speculation. They talk about movie reviews. Everything pop culture they hit. You know, they remind me a lot of the Blaster Stash It crew, because on Blast It, they do comics. Blaster Stash It even does movies and Funkos with Spectacular Spider Grandpa and Trinity Superhero Serial. So it reminds me a lot of that, and I kind of get drawn in because I want that whole picture, you know, where a lot of times I'm not going to go to just a movie channel or just a Funko channel or just a comic channel when I can go to an ensemble show and I can get all of it on the ensemble show. And to me, that's what makes an ensemble show. Not only is it an ensemble of different personalities, different YouTube channels coming together to talk about not one thing, but a multitude of things. The cast is ensemble, the topics are ensemble. That's the perfect best live show ensemble. That's my first nominee. Second nominee, I don't have the horn with me, and I know they don't have paste pecani sauce up in New York, but I'm talking about the NY Warriors. And you can find the NY Warriors on Big Geese Comics, man. Big Geese Comics channel. Manny, NYC. Tons of personality from Manny. Actually, tons of personality. You know, I said GLS has a lot of personality in that ensemble, but New York Warriors equally has great personalities. I mean, you got Big East Comics, Heart and Soul, blowing the horn. Manny blows the horn. Manny's got his son on there, which is so damn cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know they were related, but they kind of look the same, and they talk the same and stuff, so I thought that was cool. That was Elijah. Easy E Gaming. E-Rod, freaking E-Rod on there was really good. I think even E-Rod does some pressing and cleaning. Man, there's just so much I could talk about. I mean, this may be a long-ass video. The Mayor, Jeff Johnson. Marky 316, huge personality. Eddie, the comic guy. Cody, he's got issues. Man, and I'm probably leaving out some of the Warriors, but I love watching the New York Warriors because they're fun, they're funny. I don't know how Biggie's does it, because damn, you got Manny and you got Marky 316. Some of the biggest damn personalities in the community. Right, LP, what is it? They're going to pay. Oh, man, I just love it. And then Manny will give you the damn bird, you know. So I love watching the New York Warriors. They also, you know, I don't know if I said this, but New York Warriors, they got their own auction as well. And Strictly Comics and Jesse and Justin also have, well, it's on Edwin Strictly Comics channel, but some of the JLS guys are on Edwin Strictly Comics auction channel. So not only are they just two ensemble phenomenal channels, they also do auctions, you know. So definitely check them out. You know, find the host, but from that host, subscribe to all of that ensemble. You'll be glad you did. And this one's kind of coming out of left field, okay? This is kind of a surprise nominee. It's not really a surprise, but it may be a surprise to you because some of y'all may not watch videos on Tuesday morning, but I'm going with the comic board. I'll be at work, and I'll be watching the comic board sometime or listening to the comic board when I'm off the desk and when I have some time to listen. And the comic board consists of Blackpole and JT. I love listening to them on Tuesday mornings because they talk about what's coming out the next day, and they also go into detail on a lot of the books they've read. You know, whether they've liked the book, do they like where the storyline's going, do they like the artists in the book, do they like the covers and all that stuff. They do talk about a little bit of spec stuff. They do talk about a little bit of movies, but I love watching Blackpole and I love watching JT. And even old Neil, when Neil Swahili was on there, Neil was pretty good too, up until he just got pretty much into the Nintendo. He's really addicted to Nintendo, so Neil took a leave of absence. Neil was a lot of fun too. But Blackpole and JT are two excellent comic book solo guys. But when you get them on that Tuesday morning, and they're not going to be back till 2018, but they had an excellent freaking year. And I think 2017 was kind of a breakout year for the comic board. So check out Blackpole and JT. Yeah, Uncanny Kawagi, he likes Blackpole and JT. Now, Jason Smith Vincenzo, God bless Jason Smith. Everyone love on Jason. He's got to go to bed early because today he starts, or tomorrow he starts at 5:30 in the morning, I believe. Strictly Comics Edwin says he learned from the legend about the auctions, but you know what? Whatever you learned, you took it and you made it your own. I mean, you're hot, man, on Instagram. You know, you publicize your stuff on Instagram. You publicize it everywhere. You're really good with the social media. And a lot of these guys over here have excellent social media accounts, a lot of huge Instagram accounts. Alex and Strictly and Jesse and everybody. They call it the hashtag IG Comic Family. I suck with hashtags, by the way. Okay, so again, best live ensemble. Not only is it the cast of characters, the personalities that are coming together to form that ensemble, but it's also about all their topics they go over. It's a topic, or it's an ensemble of topics as well. Now, next up, now we can go easy on that. Favorite individual chat shows, best live show ensemble. A lot of the some of the videos that weren't down with the award show, they said, "Well, how the hell do you pick the outstanding collector of the year?" Does it go to the guy that got Amazing Fantasy 15, Alex the Comic Hoarder? Does it go to a guy like ETA Nick, who just tonight showed TiVo, Lords of the Long Box, which is another great live show, and I watched TiVo quite a bit. And TiVo was, you know, pretty high up in my live show as ensembles, as was Undisputed Frost, All About Comics, and the 9-2 Crew. The 9-2 Crew was also in there, as well as Seeking Near Mint's kind of hosting the Comic Book Cartel with his co-host Seeking Near Mint and Kingdom Comics. They've kind of like they're going to be you know, in there. Well, actually, they should already be. Like I said, it's live old, but I think they're going to be pretty hot coming up in 2018 as well. As long as they just keep doing what they do and bringing the passion, the personality, they're awesome. So sub up all those guys, but. You look at this next one, Outstanding Collector of the Year. Alex Comic Corps showing these amazing 15s. Nick showing Hulk 181. Captain Cold Comics. He has about 3 or 4 copies of Silver Surfer's first appearance. I don't remember what issue that is, because I like Fantastic Four. Sometimes I forget the number. I think it's 48. He has like freaking 4 of those. And he has a Hulk #1. No, not Marvel Now or whatever. Not Frank Cho or who that damn guy? Who's that guy's name? Pretty boy. Is it Frank Cho? No, he draws Wonder Woman. I don't know. The damn Hulk. You know how I like new Superman. Chinese Superman. Well, they got the Chinese Hulk. It's messed up. I think Hulk just copying Chinese Superman. DC for life. No, but how do you pick Outstanding Collector of the Year? Well, I'm going to tell you how I pick them. I'm going to pick them right now. No, you know, to me, okay, let me use myself as an example. Over the year, I got a lot of Freedom Fighter books, and I love Freedom Fighters. I finished my All-Star Western run. I was able to get my Golden Age Phantom Stranger #1. I got Police Comics #1, which is the first appearance of Plastic Man, Human Bomb, Phantom Lady, and Firebrand. Has a little bit of the mouthpiece in there. I got Plastic Man's first appearance. I mean, it's amazing. I got Phantom Stranger book. I got Dark Shadows. I'm working on my Dark Shadows run. I'm working on All-Star Western Volume 2. And now I've got some weird Western tales. I mean, to me, if I was watching myself and I can't vote on myself, I'd say I'm an Outstanding Collector of the Year. Because, like Hippie's Collectibles says, you collect what you like, you love what you collect. Guess what? You can take that old adage from Tom, Brian Spaceful and me, we worship Tom. Not like the man upstairs, but man, Tom, I love Tom. Tom, Hippies Collectibles is one of the best. But collect what you like, love what you collect. Well, guess what? Watch who you like, love who you watch. Vote for who you like, vote for who vote for who you watch. Wait. Vote for who you like. Vote for who you like, vote for who you love. Vote for who you like, vote for who you love. Watch who you like, watch who you love. So, by Collector of the Year, I'm going by channels that I love to see their collection. Do they get hauls every week? No. Do they get kick-ass variant books all the time? Well, sometimes they do, but no, not all the time. You know, they may get one haul a month, but I'll watch that haul and I'll be like, damn, that's really nice, man. I like that, right? And they'll show me some stuff that I may have not even known was out there. And I'm like, I'm going to have to look for that next time I'm, at the shops, which I don't go to the shops. So usually it's eBay. There's still blood on my damn floor. Okay, so Outstanding Collector of the Year. So it's really not that hard, for Outstanding Collector of the Year, and I'm going to go ahead and give you my Outstanding Collectors of the Years. Greetings and salutations. Charlton 66. Charlton 66, man. If y'all aren't subbed up to Charlton 66, subscribe this guy. And you know what? I've been really digging Charlton 66 for a long time. I don't watch all of his videos, but when I have the time, I'll watch what he has because he's showing me some things I don't see every day. We had a joke around, I guess it was 2015. Everyone was always, who was it? I don't remember who the hell it was, but it was someone was always bitching and moaning because people kept showing Batman Adventures 12. Batman Adventures 12, Batman Adventures 12, Batman Adventures 12, P-Boy, John Boy, Batman Adventures 12, Bruce Timm variant, Batman Adventures 12, Millennium Edition, Batman Adventures 12, Batman Adventures 12, Batman Adventures 12. Here's a new Batman Adventures 12, Hot Sick variant Mega Haul, Batman Adventures 12, McDonald's Happy Meal toy, Batman Adventures 12. So somebody was bitching about that. I just kind of laughed that off because that's a damn modern day Holy Grail. They liked it. They loved it. They bought it. Who gives a shit, right? If you don't like what they bought, turn the damn video off. Thumb their shit down. Get the hell back behind the winners. So, Charlton 66. My grandfather on my mom's side, every time I went to his house, spent the night with the grandma and grandpa, we always watched a shit ton of Westerns. And I pretty much gained my love for Westerns by spending time with them. I always watched Black and White Lone Ranger. Back in the day when Disney Channel was actually good, I could watch all the Black and White reruns. Came on about 11, but we stayed up late, man, and we watched Don Diego. We watched or Vito, where the hell's name? I just know him as Zorro. We watched all those shows. We watched freaking Rifleman. The first episode of Rifleman, that pilot episode, actually had in his cameo role, I want to say his very first role in TV was, what was that guy's name? Waterworld, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Hoosiers. Who was that? Dennis Hopper, man. Anyway, I love that stuff. And so Charlton 66, and I've kind of got an interest in Charlton books. I don't have a lot of Charlton books myself. I got First Ted Cord and First Question. But I don't have a lot of Charlton books myself. But I'm interested in that time period when, a lot of those guys went to do Charlton in the 60s, especially Steve Ditko Charlton, Captain Adam, and things of that nature. All of that stuff. And a lot of those characters, Alan Moore changed the names and made the Watchmen out of it. So I like Charlton 66. I like what he gets. I like his hauls. I like the stuff he shows. He showed this really cool Gene Autry cap gun, and he shows a lot of those Dell 4-color Western comics. I really enjoy when that man's coming at me saying greetings and salutations. Second up, this guy. I really love this guy too. He's got a great show. He spaces out a lot of his hauls, but you can get a sneak peek at some of the stuff this guy collects on his Instagram channel. Don't Fear the Reaper. Reaper Tate 728. I love Reaper Tate's channel, Anthony. Just a great guy. Great comic book collection. And you know what? It's not all about showing, some of us don't get a lot of new books because, I think Frost mentioned this in his. We've been showing books for years, Where have you been? We've been showing the books for years. So, we're not going to have like brand new stuff all the time, but we can pull out some old books. We can show you the old books. We can even read some of the old books and show you some of that interior artwork like Gene Paul Ace Peter does as well, and Frost, GPAP, all these guys, phenomenal collectors. Outstanding collector of the year, though, even though like he may not get a lot of brand new books or a lot of hot books or a lot of grails, he gets books that I really enjoy watching, and I'm so glad he shares his love and passion for these books. So that's Reaper Tate, 728, man. Reaper Tate, one of the best. He's also working on a lot of his EC horror books, Vault of Horror, Tales from the Crypt. I don't think he's really much into the weird science, but he also has his video game collection. Talks about the pop culture, the TV, but has some great books. He has really turned the community on to restored books as well and low-grade books. There was a time where, GPAP always said that low grade's better than no grade, and I did feel at a time that some of the new collectors, they were more focused on the near mint stuff and things like that, but the more Reaper Tate shows, hey, these are some awesome books, awesome deals, and you can get just the same great deals that he's getting, and you can always upgrade your books later on. So Reaper Tate 728, a phenomenal character, or phenomenal person, phenomenal character. He's one of my favorites to watch, and he's kind of like one of those guys that he doesn't show every single haul. Sometimes he spaces the hauls out, and it's kind of like it drives me mad because he'll drop me a little hint, and I want to see it right then and there. But Reaper Tate is worth. Wait. Reaper Tate, 728. His comic books are worth the wait. You can only get it here. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so and my last nominee I want to do, like I said, not in any particular order, is Dr. Silver Age. He's probably already asleep right now, but I love to watch Dr. Silver Age. Dr. Silver Age, when I watch the Doctor, I kind of go back in time. He shows the old books, and he gets the new books. Now, his new books aren't the ones you're going to see off the shelf quite a bit, but he buys a lot of back issues of the stuff that came out when he was a kid, He's got, great personality himself. He's got the go-go checks. He loves those DC comics that has the checkerboard on the top. And I believe the first time I ever really got into the go-go checks or looking at them was on Captain Strangelife's channel. And I know Rod is a huge Strangelife fan as well, like many of us who got started doing YouTube videos, or the comic book ones we saw, Strangelife. In Silver Age, kind of, picks off. It's kind of like I'm really... As far as some of the people I like in YouTube, I like a lot of the older guys. The Dr. Von Chillas, Solid Street 4 Bend, Shannon. I love watching Shannon. I have a couple of the other guys I'll name. I like Dr. Von Chilla's videos. Love Strangelife. Love Hippies Collectibles. I love Amazing Murphinator, Nick, Luther. Now, they're not Murph, Nick, Luther, and I don't watch them all the time. Charlton 60, they're not Midwest comic. I mean, a lot of them aren't like really old school. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be age biased or anything, but I really love watching the older guys. And I love watching the young guys too. But I really, drift a little toward the older guys. So some of my comic awards, I know they may be for more of the elderly folk. But I love when Silver Age gets so pumped up about his go-go checks. He loves the community. He did the Frost Support the Community tag. And Man, I tell you, he's awesome. I mean, he's even gave me some of the biggest shout outs and some of the biggest love of all time by becoming the great legend himself in his videos, and doing a great legend inspired spoof video. It was freaking epic, but that touched me. That was really epic. I mean, I loved it. He's got the Go-Go Checks specs, where it has the little checkerboard on his reading glasses. So I love Dr. Silver Age. Always learn something new, and like Reaper Tate and Charlton 66, I also get a lot of history, their comic book history, when they're showing their collection off. Because, like Luther told Reaper Tate, it's like a paper time machine. And when you go back in that paper time machine, you can remember the things you did when you bought the book off the rack. And man, there ain't no cooler collectors out there than that, because it's not just the shit you collect, okay? It's not, people say, well, how do you judge what you collect? It's not about the books. It's about the collector themselves. It's not about the books. You don't need to overlook, but it is what it is. It's the outstanding collector of the year. And to me, it's not about buying the best books and all that, but it is the people behind the camera. It's the story of their lives intertwined with those paper time machines that Luther Manning delivered so sweet and so soulfully to Reaper Tate 728 on that glorious day when they went to that scary-ass Stranger Things town. All right, so again, outstanding collector of the year, Reaper Tate 728, Dr. Silver Age, and Charlton 66. All right, next up, best personality of the YouTube comic book community. OMG Chris won this last year. I thought I had it in the bag too. Now, was I mad? Fuck no. Like I said, I've already won damn awards. Okay? So, and I knew a shit ton of people voted for me anyway. So I knew people was giving me love. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about, Jeez Louise. So, best personality of the YouTube comic book community. I've got my 3 nominees. All 3 of these are older guys. Okay, so I know. First up, I try to get to his videos as much as I can. Lately, I haven't been to the channel, but I try to go over there and do some lurking on him. And I'm talking Mike, a.k.a. from San Antonio, the home of Pace Pecani Sauce, Comic Crypt of Castle Hills. One of the best personalities. What does he do? Hello, boys and ghouls. Welcome to the Comic Crypt of Castle Hills. I love watching Comic Crypt of Castle Hills. I don't catch him all the time, but I try to catch him on the rewind. Man, I'm getting winded. I'm getting tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, thanks to LP and Alfred 83. I love watching Comic Crypt of Castle Hills. He's also spoofed me. He spoofed the Great Legend before, showing off some big bad boys in Mylar. He was showing the Sergeant Fury and the Howling Commandos. I mean, right there, it's like you look at the subs, look at the donations, but you have someone spoof you or simplify doing the Coming at You Live bit. You are even Trilogy's Comic Corner doing it. I mean, that's an award to me. It's so cool. But Comic Crypt of Castle Hills Mike shows tons of books, shows tons of passion. He gets a crap ton of new books. He gets a crap ton of variants. He gets a crap ton of back issues. He gets a crap ton of keys. He gets a crap ton of books to fill in his run. But while he's showing off that plethora, I mean, he could, he's also a collector of the year, but I didn't nominate him for that. I nominated him for the personality, because I love to watch him and I love to see what he does. What he's going to do next. The next guy, now, you think personality, and I'm going to give you the definition of personality real quick off of Google, because this was an important thing too. Real important definition. I wish Google definition. Okay, personality definition. Here we go. So the main two definitions we're going to go over is this. I'll give you the second one because the second one is what I think a lot of some people that, are voting may think this is. Personality. Qualities that make someone interesting or popular, because I heard that key word, popularity contest. Qualities that make someone interesting or popular. Synonyms: charisma, magnetism, strength/force, character, charm, and presence. AKA, the great legend has loads of personality. That's like one of the examples Google uses. Okay, so another one, a famous person, especially in entertainment or sports. It's kind of same thing. Okay? But I want you not to focus on that definition. I want you to focus on this one. This is number one, personality definition on Google.com. The combination of characteristics. What makes this person different? That's me ad-libbing. We'll just get it done. The combination of characteristics or qualities that form an individual's distinctive character. What makes you, you? What makes the great legend the great legend? Is it the beanie, the beard, the voice for radio, the face for radio? The characteristics, the qualities. Is the guy positive or negative? All kinds of stuff. So while some may think of personality, a famous person, especially in entertainment or sports, qualities that make someone interesting or popular, I like the combination of characteristics or qualities that form an individual's distinctive character. This next person I'm talking about, he's got a great personality. He has a great character. He stays true to himself. He has great qualities that form him as a distinct individual. And something else that makes him distinct, I think he's the only New Zealand YouTube comic book collector. That's right. The Prince from New Zealand, my number 2 nomination, the uncanny Kyle Walker. This guy, humble as all get out, currently has a 500 subscriber contest, but to enter the contest, you have to go into one of the off-airs. If you want to get with Kyle on this contest and enter his contest, hang out with Kyle in the off-airs. Kyle loves the off-airs. Kyle's, let me tell you about Kyle. He's not worried with popularity contest. He's not worried with high school because his ass ain't been in high school for 40 years. He ain't worried with none of that shit. He does what he does because he loves what he collects. He loves Doctor Who. He loves Star Wars. He loves comic books. He loves X-Men. He loves to draw. He loves the Daleks. He loves his the Black Knights. What is that sport called? Rugby? He loves all that stuff. And he can give two shits if people thumb him down or, whatever. He doesn't care. He's just here to make friends, support each other, love one another, brothers and all that, sisters, whatever. I mean, to me, and if you look past the popularity, you look past VIPs, superstars, household names, celebs, notability, notoriety, and all that crap. And if you get to know this guy, if you go, we say, and he does a lot of videos, and he's got a sick live show. He's into OBS. LP's made him a kick-ass overlay. You go check out the Uncanny Kyle Walker. You watch his videos. His personality is awesome. He's never said a bad thing about anybody. He's never started any drama. I mean, he is one of the people. There's a lot of them, but he's one of the people that we ought to inspire to be in the YouTube comic book community. I mean, it doesn't get much better than the Uncanny Kyle Walker. Like I said, a personality, your definition may be different from my definition. It's definitely in the eye of the beholder. It's what you think what you're into, man. Who do you think has a great personality? You know, and I can say the Uncanny Kyle Walker has a great personality, and I'm proud to call him my friend. Shit, man, why am I getting emotional? Fuck. Hold on. Huh? Oh, Uncanny Kyle Walker, man. I just love him. He's so good, so sweet. You know, any women out there that are looking to become a princess of New Zealand, I mean, you bring this guy home. I mean, oh man, he's an amazing person. Awesome. I mean, I just love the guy. Uncanny Kyle Walker, congrats, 500 subs, man. So like I said, get in these off airs. Undisputed Frost has off airs. GPAP, Evan Gillone, Captain Cold Comics, LP Rebel. Ask myself. I'll get you in some of these off airs with Uncanny Kyle Walker. The next guy, he's another one of the vets, the veteran comic collector, has been collecting a lot of his life. And a lot of you may not know about this guy. He frequents a lot of the live shows. He's knowledgeable of the comics. He says he loves Marvel comics, and he doesn't have a lot of DC, but he's really a closet DC fan. And he's an amazing person. I've met him in real life. I love kind of giving little... Well, I'm going to give y'all some shit here. All right, I'm going to give you some shit here, people. This is good. We've got 27 watching. This guy, I mean, so what I'm doing, I'm kind of giving you a little bit of hint, little bit of hint. And that guy, if he's still watching, you know, he's getting pretty excited because he's like, is he talking about me? Oh, could it be? Oh, it's probably someone else. But no, I love this guy. He's awesome. Like I said, I've met him before. Loves Marvel, loves Silver Age, loves Bronze Age, loves collecting runs. Sometimes he collects 2 of everything. And I'm talking Mr. White Gloves from Splash Page Comics. And we call him Mr. White Gloves because he takes really good care of his comics. He wears these nice white gloves where his oils on his hands don't get his comics dirty. He's real safe with his comics. He presses his comics. He collects a lot of comics. But what I love about him, he comes at you with a presence. Now, he does. I mean, he's really like a cool presence, and he comes at you in the camera. Oh, what does he say? Something about it's crazy. Phobias. I don't know what he's like, but he first time I seen it, it scared the shit out of me at first. But then I started really getting into him and watching his videos. I mean, I've seen this man trip and fall on his fucking face for comics. You know, I've seen him run and trip over chairs and shit and fall on his face for comics. Mr. White Gloves Monty. I know this guy personally. A lot of people in the comic book community do. A lot of us have got to know him over the off-air hangouts. He's got a huge personality. He loves his collection. He loves what he does. And he has some Red Wolf. I like watching his Red Wolf. I like watching when he shows some Westerns too. Hello, YouTubians! Yeah, that Captain Cold Comics called it. Scared the shit out of me the first time. But yeah, again, I love Monty Splash Page Comics. He really killed it the other night. We were in an off-air. Actually, I wasn't in there. Trilogy's Comic Corner turned it into a live show, and it was a live show showcase where everyone was showing some of their books. And LP and Kyle have The Uncanny Rebel, or no, it's Rebel Waka. I don't remember. Anyway, they kind of had a showcase video, and the next night, Trilogy had his showcase, and then we got to see a crap ton of Hulk books, a crap ton of Avenger books, and he was Monty, a.k.a. Mr. White Gloves, and you can find him at Splash Page Comics. He was so enthusiastic to show these books, and I think he was just given, wanting Trilogy to keep drooling over some of these Avenger books and stuff like that. So, again, best personality to me, in my humble opinion. Mike, Comic Crypt to Castle Hills. Kyle, the Uncanny Kyle Walker. Mr. White Gloves, Splash Page Comics. Those are my personalities that I really enjoy on YouTube. Now, next up, Channel of the Year. Channel of the Year. This is, last year, Simplify Comic Guy won this. And rightfully so. Awesome. Let me tell you about Simplify. I said Simplify. Channel of the Year. He was one of the best solo chat show hosts. He was on the best live show ensemble that actually won, Blaster Stash It. He was one of the outstanding collectors of the year. He was one of the best personalities of the year. He did some of the most AOKs of the year. Actually, I think OMG was inspired by Simplify Comic Guy, and OMG became one of the most generous people in the comic book community. OMG Chris. I'm going to sneeze here in a minute. But Channel of the Year is, to me, it's a combination of everything you want to see in a comic book community YouTuber. You know, someone out there. The person has passion. They have personality. They love what they do. They like what they collect. They love what they collect. They like who they interact with. They form bonds. They do AOKs. They do everything. They let me just say they do everything right. You know, in my eyes, they do everything right. Awesome freaking people. And without further ado, this person I've already nominated in another category. I like doing it like that. I've already nominated this person in another category. And this is a great person. Well, I've only nominated guys. So he's a great guy. I've gotten to know him a lot. We become great friends. We chat all the time on Messenger and stuff like that. We've done some solo private, just Skype calls. So we've hung out there. We've talked history. We've talked big boy books. Damn, give me a quarter for big boy books. Y'all know I came up with that term. You know, as Howler Mouse came up with the term Holy Grail, you know, kind of Holy Grail books back in, 2012? Big Boy Books is mine. Howler Mouse, y'all say Holy Grails. I say Holy Grails a lot, but that's Howler Mouse's. Give it to Howler. But Big Boy Books, we talk Big Boy Books. We discuss, you know, prices, GPA. He'll come to me. I'll come to him. I'll ask him, do you think this book, what do you think about this book? He'll ask me, what do you think about this? Do you think it's worth the money? What do you think I ought to do with this book? We'll kind of give each other a new set of eyes, ears, things like that. And I'm talking, again, like I said, don't fear the Reaper. Channel of the Year. One of the nominees for Channel of the Year. Reaper Tate, 728. No, it's not Jason Smith. Jason almost got the cut. Jason almost made it. But Reaper Tate, 728. No, we're talking about Reaper Tate, man. I'm on, where the hell you been, man? I'm on Channel of the Year. So, Reaper Tate, man, congratulations. Your channel is freaking awesome. It's grown tremendously over this past year. You're about 2 away from 1,000 subs. That century mark couldn't happen to a better person. You're one of the most gracious, one of the best personable people in the YouTube comic book community. And what is insane about Reaper, I think we're close to the same age, but when I watch Reaper, it's like I'm watching Captain Strangelove. It's like I'm watching Ibby's Collectibles, Han, a Howler Mouse. It's like I'm watching Dr. Von Chilla or Dr. Silver Age, Monty, Splash Page Comics, Charlton 60. It's like I'm watching someone, ETA Nick. It's like I'm watching someone that's been doing this a long time. And being that a long time, like I said, he doesn't show like books all the time every freaking day because he's already got all of his grails. He's got all of his big boy books. And, you know, but what I really love about him is he opens us up to his history in comics. He lets us know kind of like, I'm just going to say, Reaper's Truth, you know, if I can take one out of my own book. I mean, he talks, he's got great topic videos. He's a great speaker. He's great in front of the camera. He's everything a Channel of the Year ought to be. And that's Reaper Tate 728. I love you, Anthony. Reaper Tate, man. Next up, this person hasn't been nominated in any of the categories. And let me just let you know, Channel of the Year is their Channel of the Year. Did I tell you that this person, I'm really getting drained, I'm really exhausted, but this person here, I actually need to take some medicine, but this person here, I'm speechless. She's one. Oh, she's one of the best. I mean, what can I say? I mean, she is one of the best. Personal people, positive people, passionate people. All the P's you can think of. She's pretty awesome, man. That's all I could say. I mean, 95% of the channel's hers. The other 5 is her crazy cameraman lover boy. And I'm talking. Oh, yeah, I want to try to do her. I want to try to do her an impression. I don't know. I can't even impersonate her epic greatness. But I'm talking Kat Wren Figures. If you didn't know, Kat Wren Figures, you know, has done it all, seen it all, collected it all. Tons of figures, tons of comics, tons of Funkos. Great cameraman, personable, funny. I laugh every damn time I watch her videos, and I try to catch them all when I can. But I love Kat Wren Figures. Kat Wren, man. Kat Wren, Kat Wren, one of the best. You know, Kat Wren. Love Kat Wren Figures. She's just one of the coolest gals in the comic book community. As LP says, she has the blue wrench. But yeah, I love Kat Wren Figures, and I love Mark BKR90. Both great people. And they're just really fun. I mean, I remember Kat Wren when I was doing Blaster Stash It, how awesome she was. And really, her channel has kind of come into her own. And I don't know how many subscribers she has, but she's just on her way up and up and up. Okay. And Alex says, Kat Wren does do an amazing job. Area 51, Punisher. Frank, what is up, Punisher? Great to see you. Punisher's in the house. Amazing Murphinator said it's amazing. JoJo, that's right. The Woman Cave in Las Vegas. She's pretty awesome. And you know, a lot of people need to nominate JoJo because JoJo is pretty freaking awesome. She's one of the best here as well. But my nominee for Channel of the Year, Kat Wren Figures. And my last nominee, last but certainly not the least, I'm going to kind of talk about myself before I talk about this last person, and I'm not going to, you know, give you no hints about this person. Me personally, and I've talked to Jason Smith about this, oddly enough. I've talked about kind of slowing it down in 2018 in the comic book community and things of that nature, because I believe that the comic book community is really, you know, it has its ups and downs, it has a little drama here and there, but I really believe the comic book community is in a great spot right now. We have a ton of great channels out there. We have a ton of just awesome people that are so passionate about what they do. They love their collections. They love the people that they are entertaining. A lot of these people are just so damn infectious. You just can't help but smile, enjoy what they do. I mean, there's some just amazing people. And I'm getting lost for words here, and I want y'all to really hear me out here. So I talked to Jason. Jason just kept saying the word indeed. You know, Jason, a man of many words. And I told Jason, you know, I'd still do the auctions. You know, got to do my auctions because my 2 co-hosts, I ain't going to, you know, Who Dat and Big Bear, my 2 brothers, always going to be there for them. We may miss a beat, but I may just give Russ my password, and then he can host the show and do the Legends live auction. Because Russ and Big Bear, they're two great legends. And do, of course, Legends Truth, because damn, if I ain't telling you the truth, who the hell is? But, maybe trying to cut it back to maybe 4 to 5 shows a month. I doubt that'll happen. Jeez, I'm so long-winded. But, I do want to cut down in 2018 and kind of step away from the comic book community and just kind of be more involved in a different way than like posting videos. I want to watch more videos instead of creating content. I want to watch more content. I want to do more different things, whether that maybe try to do more off airs or even start something new. I want to try to get possibly some of the OGs back together. Gimpy, Hans, Howler, Hippie, GPAP, Why Not Art, and do something real special. Like maybe once in a blue moon, where I can get some of these people, these pillars, these men and women that I look up to in the comic book community. Some of the old timers, if you will. And the comic book community is in a great place, and that's kind of why I want to step back. But the comic book community is in good hands. I've talked about Reaper Tate 728, and every single one of you in the chat room is amazing. Man, Don the Icon, very close. Well, Collector of the Year last year. Don the Icon, I'm so sorry, brother. Area 51, you too. I don't know if I gave you the shouts, man. Captain Cold is here. David, amen, brother. David, thank you so much. He says he'll catch every video live stream you throw up, no matter what, how often or rare. But man, we have a lot of great people, and I want to tell you, I've kind of been I'm trying to cut back on the videos, but there's one person in the YouTube comic book community that is just so damn infectious. This person has an aura about them. I know where that aura comes from. Shit. Fuck! Quit crying. Man, he's something special, man. He's something special. I mean, in life, you're going to meet a lot of people. A lot of you are younger out there. You're going to meet a lot of people in life. You're going to meet a lot of people in real life. You're going to meet a lot of people everywhere in the world. And you're going to get bogged down with so much bad shit, so much negative shit. Something may happen to you. You may get, Joker 68, I believe, thinking about your brother. I think Joker 68 said he was sick. Damn. There's just a lot of sickness going on. A lot of sickness, not only like people just not feeling well, but there's sickness out there and just people not, there's just people that ain't doing too good. And so what they do is they come to YouTube. They read their books, man, and this is something they look forward to. OLP had a little scare last year, but we all get depressed sometimes. And this next person I want to talk to you about, this person, he lifts everyone up because he's born again. He's born to lift others up, and he's a messenger, and he's leading people to Jesus Christ. And I hope he wins this award. I know I'm selfish. And I love my Reaper Tate and Cat Red, my nominees. But I hope this guy wins this award because he's done great things in the comic book community. I'm not going to give you his damn name yet. I'm going to give it to you in a minute because I want to tell you about some of the stuff he does. He shouts everyone out. He's part of an awesome live show with Doom, The Doom, Seeking Near Mint Comics, Freddy's 562, Master X Splinter. He's a part of that Seeking. Nope, it's the 9-2 crew. I remember Seeking Near Mint. 9-2 crew. Part of that 9-2 crew. And he, when he's not with the 9-2 crew, you know, he does his own thing. He does his. He's one of the. He's a great individual chat show host. You know, he checks the chat, but he gets everyone involved. Any new person that's in the YouTube comic book community, that they post on this person's video because he's infectious as all get out. He invites them in. They love his passion. He's got the best damn heart anyone could ever have. He's infectious, like I said. He's got that aura. He's got that glow. He's got that golden heart about him. And he gets everyone involved in the community. Not once has he ever bitched, moaned, been negative, any jealousy issues. A lot of damn people, let me tell you, a lot of damn people are always trying to bring him down. A lot of people are always trying to pull at his shirt, you know, try to grab him on his race of life. And, you know, we all know it's not, you know, the race of life for holy grails or any of that kind of crap. He's on his race of life to save lives. And he knows what I'm talking about. And that's somebody that we can all look up to. That's somebody that I look up to. It's somebody that makes it, he, you know, inspires me so much to keep doing the videos. Even though I'm tired as hell, I've got so much back pain, I've got so much pain in my body right now. He inspires me to be, I don't cuss like a sailor, but he inspires me to be a better person. And I love you too. on that text right there. He inspires everyone to be better. And if anything, everyone, I know a lot of you are subscribed to this guy. I think he's over, I don't know how many subs. Quite honestly, I don't look at subs. But if he's not at 2,000, he'll be at 2,000. If he's not at 4,000, he'll be at 4,000. But you know, none of that matters because he's those people. Those people matter to him so much that you're the audience. You know, he's just the messenger. Okay, he doesn't care about the awards. He can care less about that stuff. He just wants to deliver the message of love, peace, and harmony with his YouTube channel. And my final nominee for Channel of the Year is Alex the Comic Hoarder. I love you, brother. You're the man. I mean, I love you so much. One of the best, man. I'm you know, all the good vibes you send out. You lift me up every day, man. When we talk on the thing, the text here, and you're just you know, like I said, God didn't create us with cookie cutters, and you're the damn best fine example of that I've seen. Besides, you know, some other, you know, family. You're like family members, you know, family members that I love. I mean, you're right up there. And even though we don't live in the same state or whatever, but you're that kind of person to me, and God bless you. God bless you so much, brother, for all you do in the comic book community. And that's about it. Love Alex, Comic Hoarder. Now, I'm not saying go out and vote for these people. You know, like I said, it's your own decision. But these are some of my favorite peeps. So let's go over it again one more time. Favorite individual chat show host, ETA Nick. Brian Spaceboy 227, Alex the Comic Hoarder. He's awesome on the chat host side. Best live show ensemble, New York Warriors, JLS Comics Conversation, JLS Comics, and the Comic Board, the TBC on Tuesday with Blackpole and JT. Outstanding Collector of the Year, Reaper Tate 728, the Go Check Specs wearing Dr. Silver Rage. And greetings and salutations, Charlton 66. Now, best personality, Comic Crypt of Castle Hills, the Uncanny Prince of New Zealand, the Humble Prince, Kyle Walker, Mr. White Gloves from Splash Page Comics, and Channel of the Year, the nominees, Reaper Tate, 728, Cat Wren Figures, and God's Disciple, Alex the Comic Quarter. Man, thank y'all so much for watching. Well, I'm going to try to chat with y'all in the chat, but I've had a great time. And, man, the CBA Comic Awards, check the links down below. Go to CBA, watch the video, private message him, or put your votes in the comments section and bring the community together. That's what it's all about. Making the place better for everybody. This is the Great Legend saying peace out. God bless.